goes my hair. That's not good. Good morning. I'm just cleaning up mess I had from like 5 days ago. It feels like forever ago. I am feeling a little bit better. Like out of a scale of 1 and 10, I think I'm like at a 5 or a 6 when there was points that I really did feel like I was a 9. There was a couple of times where I was like, I think I might have to go into the ER, but then I would talk to family members that are either doctors or RN nurses, and they were talking about, breathing treatments and all these other things. But I feel like it. Good morning. Yeah, I have a little bit more color in my face, so I'm like, yes. I'm not. I don't have full energy. I am gonna sew today because if I don't, I'm gonna lose my mind. Um, I'm gonna sew today, but it's gonna probably be something that I can sew up within a few hours, and then I'm gonna head right back out. I have so much stuff to do and so little time to do it in. Um, I have a couple of videos that I can't wait to put out. I need to make and put out, but they're smaller videos. So I think it'll be refreshing for you guys. And also, that I believe these things that I'm sewing up will be very useful. Um, yeah. I did finish the pattern to Hi It's Me yesterday. I need to take photos though of me making it. So I'm hoping I could do that next weekend. So that way anyone that's a part of my Patreon, you will automatically get the pattern. Anyone that's going to SME and you're taking my class, that pattern's exclusive to SME. So um I'm getting the I'm going to start getting the merchandise to make everything and start cutting everything out, and I've reached out to some really cool people that are going to be help sponsor some things. Sandra is one of the biggest sponsors. She's sponsoring the exterior fabric, zippers, and all that fun stuff. And I reached out to a couple other people that I love in this group, and they said were willing to sponsor some stuff. So the kids I think are going to be pretty awesome, and I'm really excited. Sandra is going to be helping me out with the classes, and I'm really excited to have her because she's a teacher. That's what she does day in and day out. So, and her patience is, even though we're like sewing sisters, she has way more patience than I do. I actually look at her when she's teaching kids or when she's like in a situation I would be frustrated at. She has an abundance of uh of patience, and that's a very great virtue. Yeah, it was warm yesterday. It was not 21 degrees, I wish. It was 91 degrees yesterday out here, but I really didn't feel anything because I was in the room and I was trying to just rest. And the one thing about this COVID thing that's super weird, I've had the weirdest side effects. And when I tell a doctor and then they're saying these are side effects, but they only hear it from like 1 or 2% of the population that gets COVID. So what I still have is my hair hurts. You're hearing this correct. My hair physically hurts. I have it like tied up with one ribbon very loosely, but it feels like my scalp has like 1,000 paper cuts and someone's squeezing lemon juice on it. And if my head accidentally comes in close to a pillow, a headboard, a wall, like you're leaning your hair, it is excruciating. I have no idea why this is a side effect, but it's really weird, and my eyeballs actually hurt. So if my eyeballs are looking like half mast, it's because my eyelids around this area is super tender for whatever the reason may be. But I'm not as bad. I'm not coughing up a lung unless I'm laughing. So please don't make me laugh. um, I'm not coughing up a lung. I'm not having the nose issues and I don't feel sore like I had the flu. So I feel like I'm tremendously blessed because I got rid of those symptoms. Kendall's feeling good, minus the fact that he did something yesterday that he pulled a muscle in his back. So I was like, dude, no. Faith has it and she has like zero symptoms other than a cough. Hope had a headache the whole time, but she yesterday was running around like she was the road runner on Looney Tunes, so I know she's feeling better. And Kendall Jr. had symptoms for one day, and after that, he was good. So there's that. There's more stuff going on in the news saying that the virus is spreading a lot more, and it could be because a lot of kids went back to school. I can't attest for that because my kids don't go to school until Monday. That's the first day of school. Um, but the virus is going around. We heard late last night that unfortunately my mother-in-law who lives in DC, who we have not seen, got COVID. So what I implore you guys to be safe and if you're able to wear a mask or gloves or whatever when you're out and about in mass public, do so because apparently the numbers are rising right now. And it's interesting that this was our first time having it as a family. And I think that we thought maybe we were like not I don't wanna say the word superior. I wanna say the word I thought, like, if you hear everyone's getting the flu and you don't get the flu, then you're just like, "Okay, it can't be that bad, I didn't get it." And that's, I think, how it was for us, and now we're like, "Dang, these people that are getting hospitalized and all that stuff," it's just I don't know. It's crazy. Um, so I really haven't got any a whole lot of bags done. I had bags I finished like the day I found out I had COVID that I finished, but I only bags I really finished up were the Hi It's Me. I made a glow in the dark one with jelly vinyl and some other tricks. So I'm trying to make different variants of the bag that I'm going to be doing and Ash So Magical. So that way people can see that it's not just one dimension. You can try a whole bunch of different stuff. Let's see. Thank you, everybody, for asking about me and just doing the well wishing. It makes me feel tremendously blessed that people are caring about me. Thank you so much. Hey, Lynette, I hope you're having fun at So Magical meeting all the cool people. There's so many great people there. You get Lauren, you got Clume House, you have so many creations, you have Sonar. That must be a very fun filled weekend and makes and like you're like Saturday, just stay long. Don't go into Sunday too fast. So I understand. I think you are probably having a time of your life. There's some amazing bag teachers there, and they all have phenomenal personalities. Um, it's just amazing. I love Jess for so many creations. I love watching her shorts. Her and her husband are hilarious. I can imagine that's a lot. There's a lot of teachers. You're getting a lot of information. It's like you're going to a college of fun, but you're still learning. So it's a lot to take in. I completely get that. So, today I am gonna try to, like I said, sew a small bag. I promised some friends that will probably hop on here that I will rest most of the day, and I'm gonna keep to that. I just want to make sure that I have enough for, like I said, Baltimore Comic Con is my last stretch, my last major convention before the holidays. All the other conventions are like smaller, where I don't make nearly as much as I do at these Comic Cons. I make not even one fourth. I want to say maybe like one eighth of what I get from an one. So usually Baltimore Comic Con plays um, a little bit back to the business for new tools that I wanted to do. A big portion of it goes to holiday money, and then now this portion also is going to go to this trip expenses like dinners and, food, coffee. My hotel's already booked. I know there's so many other people that are gonna be there at the same hotel as me, so I'm kind of excited about that as well. Hotel's booked, everything's ready to go. I just need to get my Hogwarts pass, like go get my Universal Studio pass, for Sunday. I'm really excited because I just someone gave me information that they start their Halloween on September 1st, meaning that when I go there, it'll be Halloween in, Universal Studios, and for the Harry Potter, they're gonna have, like, Death Eaters with their mask on. I am, like, literally like a kid right now who is, like, jumping for joy because everybody knows I love HP, but I've never been to the Universal Studios one, so I'm like, "Yay, I'm gonna go." See, working on the flight. Kindle did the flight. I actually we talked about this so Kindle did Spirit again, but hear me out. He did the big seats. I did the big seats on the way home from Florida, or was it the way home from Texas? And it is the biggest difference. You get like a seat and a half, so I can my fluffy legs can sit crisscross applesauce on there and not touch anybody because the seats are like a seat and a half versus the seats that don't move and they're really, really narrow. But that was the only way I was gonna fly on Spirit. So I'm on Spirit, but I have big seats both there and coming back. So I'm in the front row, so I'm the person that gets to leave first and get on first. I you wanna call I feel like that's like I'm ghetto fabulous, bad and bougie now, right? You have no no laughing, no laughing, no laughing. Because that's it. Okay, so I have terms for you guys. Because my whole entire body was sore, I was using Bengay or like there's like an all natural version of Bengay for your neck or whatever to help loosen your muscles. I start calling myself the Bengay baddie. You're welcome to use that term. You're welcome. You're welcome. So right now I'm the Bengay baddie. I have Bengay on my shoulder and on my lower back. Bengay baddie. And now I'm also the bougie baddie for Spirit Airlines. I'm only gonna ride in Big Sur because me and the Big Sur seats are completely different than the other class. It's like it is their equivalent to first class. There's different amenities, different things that happen. You know how have you ever been in the economy seat and then when you all sit down and then when you see first class, how they shut that curtain? Okay, that's the only thing Spirit doesn't do. There's not a curtain, but everything else, when people get served first, they get asked what they want first, free more like it's a little bit more easier to get in and off the plane. But yeah, that's what I'm doing. Thank you, Cindy. Oh, wow. Lynette, I would have been kind of lit. I'm really a cool person until you mess with my sleep. When you mess with my sleep, you get evil Nova. And evil Nova does not care until the next day and I'll be like, why did I say that? That's hard. Like I told you that I that's how I felt like when I went to So Magical Florida. I walked in, I'm going on to my second level with it. I'm not 100%. I don't like the elevator, but I was on the second floor, so I figured if something bad happens, I'm on the second floor. Like I'm not I'm not gonna die unless it's like some weird machines take over and it's taking me up and down, like it's nothing that's gonna happen. Um when those soccer players, the football players are playing and they were in the hallway drinking their kvassas, they're drinking their beers and they're like kicking the balls like this is gonna be the worst night of my life. This is and I didn't hear anything. I whatever they have in between their walls, I need in this basement area because I swear I can like hear everything my kids do from like blinking their eyelashes. It's just I need soundproofing on my basement desperately. Oh yeah, my Spirit airplane, the first one was awful. Like Kendall felt bad for like a month, and because I'm not a person that generally nags, but when you he's the one that booked all the flights. I had a guy, the seats don't move. The guy was fluffy like me, but he was a little bit more fluffier. And when he sat in the seat goes back. Now, if you ever flown Spirits, the seats don't move. That's one of the high negativity about it. But somehow his pressure, his back was on my knee. Both my knees for 2 hours. My knees did not recover from that pain for over a month. It was like a bruise, the whole 9 yards. Because when we had turbulence, it would just hit my knees, and I couldn't when I try to stick my legs outside of the where the walkway is, I would have flight attendants keep your legs within your seats, and I'm like, I'm literally dying. I'm not from the turbulence. I don't give a damn about the turbulence. I care about this guy's weight keep crashing down on my knee, and it was like it was really, really painful. Yes, I made a roadie. Hold on, let me go get the bag. I thought about getting it. I was like, where did Kendall put it? We shall see if it's easy to locate or it's in the labyrinth he calls my bags. I have it. Where did it go? Are you kidding me? Okay, hold on. Watch it just pop out when I'm not looking for it. That makes 0 sense. And it does. It pops out right when I'm not looking for it. Sorry. I apologize for that. All right. Okay, so here's my roadie. So when you first have it, you have a zipper pocket. Yes, the zipper pull goes that way. You have a nice zipper pocket. You have a nice slip pocket, and then you have like a little smaller slip pocket. On the back, you have a nice large slip pocket that goes all the way to the back, so it's pretty nice. You can make this where you can have a crossbody strap too. I just made it per like a tote. You have a nice recessed zipper. Inside, sorry, my fabrics are always busy in the inside. You have a zipper pocket. I have tested, this bag is like a month old. I get people asking me, how are you sewing when you're sick? I think people don't understand when I test and I can't show you the bag. They're just waiting for you for them to be released. There's a slip pocket on this side, and then there is a water bottle holder. It's very simple. It's very soft. It's not super structured. This is extremely domestic friendly and industrial friendly. I made this on the smaller Juki. That's like the QVP mini. And I think it came out really cute. So yeah, I kind of went with the patchwork thing. That's my thing right now. I'm trying to utilize every scrap I have in my book, so that way I can get rid of my scraps. Yeah, you should definitely give it a try. It does not take a long time to come together. Kathy's patterns are pretty funny. I've only made 2, right? So my first one is the As You Wish part of the box set you guys see me open up for Princess Bride. When I seen her pattern instructions, I was like, are you she prints out every page for everything, for all your rectangles and your squares. And see, as I know, this is super helpful for people because sometimes it's super helpful for me if I'm having like an off cutting day. Sometimes it's like a lot because I hate cutting out pattern paper pieces. I don't mind cutting out fabric. I hate cutting out the pattern pieces. I know that's a stupid thing because you can't even cut out the pattern without it, but I'm just letting you know I'm human. It's not my favorite thing to do. So I feel like with Kathy's patterns, it takes me longer to piece things together and cut everything out than to actually make it. Her bags come together really effortlessly. If you have all the pieces, you labeled them, you clipped them, they just bada bing, bada boom, they come together. And I appreciate that. So I've only made 2 bag patterns for her that I tested. the Rhodey, and As You Wish. In both patterns, I have mad respect for Kathy. She's a great designer. She really does execute her vision really well. And I could tell you personally, for being in the testing group, that she's very receptive to change. She asks plenty of questions, and she bounces a lot of ideas off of her off of her tester. So it's something I truly do appreciate. It's not something that every designer does. So if you hear me like saying that, I'm saying that with the bottom of my heart. Kathy doesn't even probably watch Captain's Log, so she has no idea I'm saying this. So she's a goodie. And this right here is like, if you guys are going to me, this might be the perfect size tote, because like, remember I told you, please do this if you drive in or you fly in, please bring some kind of recyclable cup that has a lid, because they have free ice cold water dispensers throughout the theme, so that way you can stay hydrated and you're not paying $5 million for one can of Coke that's this big. um and then you can stay hydrated. And the reason why hydration is key, if you work at any convention or any expo, they pump so much AC and different stuff in there to keep everyone up and alive, that all of a sudden you have cotton mouth, your lips look like you've been sucking on sand. It just, you need to stay hydrated. So, but I think this is a great bag to bring there, because you can carry a couple things. You can put like your credit card, your wallet, all in your cell phone up in these two pockets, have your water bottle in this pocket, and then like little notions like shopping at New Moxie. I'm just gonna shop at New Moxie. You're there, shop, right? You don't have to worry about getting it in the mail. Just be like, oh, New Moxie. And then you put everything in there and you're ready to go. Or this could be your bag that you carry, and then you carry a backpack for the stuff. Keep that in consideration. If you're going there to shop, keep in consideration you need something that can help. So either if you have a bag that's on wheels, or a backpack might be do you justice, but make sure you get one that has like the chest strap, so that way it's not just like going on your back, it's using your whole upper body like camping. Oh, yeah, this is my first time. I'm really excited to go to it. So my class is at 8 o'clock in the morning on Sunday. So what my plan is that Jess Oka Roots has her thing. I would like to just stop by to see everybody. And then I am going to Universal Studios without my kids and family. And I'm gonna go get me a wand. So, and but when I say go get me a wand, I'm not saying I don't have wands. I have an unhealthy amount of wands. But there's just one particular wand that I've been wanting for a long time, and I want to get it at Universal Studios. If I can't get that one, I'll get something from a Fantastic Beast. There's a couple wands I want from them for that genre. I know. Okay, so my whole thing is like, I can get on a train, I can go to Hogwarts, I can go to Diagon Alley. I am like freaking out. I'm really excited about that. I'm excited about like everything. Like, I am so excited about So Magical that I am not getting my excitement for Baltimore Comic Con, which is really coming up fast because it's the 8th. So I have like 20 days. Like, yeah, like less than 20 days. So I have so very few times, and then there's things I have to do. There's like a couple videos I need to pop through. There's a couple tutorials I'm trying to get done. And that's on top of getting all my bags. And I have a cool order for this really cool Star Trek leather bag. The leather came in yesterday and it is gorgeous. Um, I have so much little things to do and I need to get done, and then for me to enjoy it. But I'm so excited to see all my friends at So Magical that I talked to, and meet new friends that I've talked to. So I'm excited about all that. And there's dinners I have planned. I want to go to some of the lounge things to see people sing karaoke, all that stuff like that. I'm the geek like that. I like things like that. I would like to see the fashion show. I just want to just embrace and have some fun around other people that are like-minded that want to sew. Yeah, the crossbody version is really cool. It's just a few tabs. But you know what's crazy? If you made the bag like this and you're like, damn it, I wanted a half. Sorry, Facebook, YouTube. I didn't say the D word. You're like, dang it. I really want to. You can add like a faux piece of leather that's the same color as any of the leather that's say black, and just like round the edges of the leather, like make a tab, like a 1-inch tab, round it or keep it square, whatever. I just would round it and then like edge paint the bottom and just rivet it on and you'll be good to go. It's that. So you don't have to have it inside your seam allowance. Or you can get the side connectors that you can put on. There's like a couple different ones. Like there's one that slides on that you screw in and you're good to go. But I think this is cute. Like I use so many different materials. Like, okay, this is water wax canvas that I made. This is the Serafina Leto from Indolove. This is the smooth matte suede from My Handmade Space. This is Rex from Emmeline Bag, and these are all scraps. I am not joshing you. I went in my scrap bin. I was like, how can I make a Loki bag? And I just started picking up colors. Do not get rid of your scraps. Your scraps can be used for so many things: testing, tension testing, back reinforcements, or in this case, little ones for scraps. This is Lauren's Marvel at My Creation, and this is a piece of green cork that I had left over. I literally, this is the most scrappy color, and I like the way it came out. It feels like Loki, a little disheveled, but somehow it's cohesive. And you want it. You know he's bad. You know he could do bad things, but you still want him. This is not supposed to go together, but it worked. Yeah. While I was looking for it, have you ever found stuff when you were looking for one thing? I just found out that I have some duck canvas. I'm about to make something with wax canvas, I think. So let me show you what I have, what I made. You guys seen the bag on, if you follow me on Facebook, then you've seen the bag. But the bag I made like the day I found out I was sick and I had to finish it. Okay, I can cut out a Betty Bowler and finish it start to finish, from cutting to sewing it, in about 2.5, no more than 3 hours. This took 8 hours because I was sick and had no idea I was running a fever, nothing. I just felt like I have to finish. I don't like to leave a machine with unfinished projects. It literally, like in Patreon, when we break it down, I put all the stuff in a bag and kind of hide it away from me so I don't try to work on it without Patreon. But this is the bag that I made. This is a Betty Bowler. There are some modifications. All right. So first things first, the modification is it's 80%. And if you ever made original Betty Bowler, that is meant to be a weekender bag. That is a big bag. That's a humongous bag. I made it twice of the original size and then once of the and then that was after that I was just 80%. My modifications always are the straps. That's some of the techniques for the star. And then on my straps, I had some more of the brown. So I did that overlay, some riveting to kind of give it a nice grip and to make it look a little bit different. For this one, because I had these, I couldn't make the normal strap holders. So I instead riveted it in place in 2 different areas. So that way it can have stability. So there's no hidden zipper. So that's also another. So between it being minimized, bound, different handles, there's a couple different things for this. So I have Zorel zipper pulls for Captain America. So it's nice and have nice blue zipper tape. And when you open it up, you have a nice, it's so hard to open these bags up. You have a nice zipper pocket and then a slip pocket. And of course, the handle. I decided to use these little, I love these little gate springy ones because you know it's Captain America old. So that is Cap. He's gonna get ready to go to I'm sorry, there's like a rogue. Of course there's no scissors by me, rogue piece of thread. So that's Cap. And then I think some people notice this in Backstitch. I made a Gaia and it's 626 blue hardware, blue paint, and for the zipper pull in this one I did pineapple because Lilo and Stitch, they like pineapple. And then you have your slip pocket. And instead of doing I didn't have a cap in, so I just made an end. And that's it. Those are it. That's all I made. I had some fun with the edge paint color. I got pretty close to the color that I wanted to for Stitch. Not exactly, but it was close. I put Chef Flakes. Okay, I put Shape Flakes. Chef Flakes on Shape Flex on cork a lot, especially in the handles, because if you don't, the handles stretch. Yeah, I think the option is in there to make a crossbody, but it's a really good fast modification for you to do. Thank you. Oh yeah, Kendall made this shirt for me. It's Kendall and it's me. He designed it, not me. Kendall always makes all the things. Hold on, your eyes are good. Like that. That's a Valentine's gift from like 4 years ago. Whoop, that is way too close to my pores. Yeah, it's a really cute pattern. Yep, it would be perfect for you're absolutely right, perfect for embroidery or sublimation. I wanted to do something really cool with the sublimation, for Lord of the Ring, but then I was like, "I always make everything Lord of the Ring, let me make I have a huge fan for Loki too, so Nicole's on your list. Yeah, I'm gonna be there. I'm probably gonna be like undercover, making myself my own badge that I work for Nicole and I don't. Like, my name is Shanova and I work for Nicole. I'm gonna be in her booth a lot. You can shop also online for the Sewing Room Gardener. She has the rippable double-sided tape, which I think is pretty genius, especially if you don't want to cut it out and you're like me and you're like, let me just she has that. The Quidditch, Harry Potter clear vinyl, that's from her. She has a lot of cool clears and a lot of cool, like, cotton water-resistant canvas. It's lighter, but it's still water resistant and has that structure that you want. Hey, Masha. I'm feeling more like a human today. Yeah, the other day when I said zombie edition, man, I honestly can tell you I don't remember anything I said in that live. Yay! That's awesome, Lynette. You're the best. So did you read that, guys? We got the A-OK from Kayla to have a meet and greet on Friday at lunchtime. Okay, you're gonna make fun of me. You know how much I want to watch Ahsoka. For some odd reason, I'm having like the hardest time focusing. I haven't even really been watching YouTube. I've actually put on YouTube and I fell asleep several times to it. I'm having a hard time, like I can't watch TV and I'm having a hard time reading a book or anything, and I don't know if that's part of COVID. I've never really experienced this. Like I've had things where with my ADHD, like I'm reading and I want to like knit at the same time, or I'm watching TV and I want to hand sew or do a puzzle at the same time, but not being able to watch things. I seen the first episode and I cannot tell you everything about it other than Kendall said I was hyped up. He was like, "You're like, oh, yeah, like, yes." And then I have like slogans like during fight scenes that I always say. He was like, "You seemed really hyped, but I cannot tell you what happened because I was in and out." I have never been more sleepier than ever, like not even in my pregnancies than I am with COVID. It's like my daughter's taking Apple Jacks or something, just like, thank you. Oh, Christina, we're just going over bags and talking about different stuff. Lynette just got approval for the meet and greet on Friday, so I'm really excited about it. Yeah, Sandra's waterproof canvas is really solid. I want to make something like cool to bring to the Wizarding World, like a Harry Potter bag, but I'm only able to bring my trunk, my carry-on, and my personal bag. And my personal bag is going to be, if you guys follow Country Cow on Facebook, you've seen what the next bag is. My bag, it's my bag. I'm never going to sell that bag to anyone. I am absolutely 100% head over heels in love with that bag. And I really would like to make a Triskel for myself before a new one before before the show. So the way I figured is this: I have Baltimore Comic Con between the September 8th weekend. When I come back, I'm going to rest and recoup from that, and then I'm going to come in my room and start reorganizing, counting inventory, wrapping up zippers, make folding up fabrics and doing what I got to do. And then I'm going to sit down and do two things. I have a gift to make to a friend and I'm gonna make that wallet for it, but that's it. I'm trying to figure out if I can make like maybe like a small Gaia or something that is HP that I could take pictures with it because I don't know. I don't know. I am really excited about going to the Wizarding World. And I just found out through my other friend that they have like their own cash that you go and bring money or use your debit card at a stand within the Wizarding World and you can get like their cash that they have from the movies. And I'm like, why am I excited about this? I'm so excited. Oh, it's cool. Yeah, I know. Everyone I get people saying, anytime I make any Captain America bag, I get Dallas Cowboy or the colors are the Bronco colors as well. So there's there's that. So I always get that. So whenever I make a cat bag, I just always I for some odd reason it always sells to a Dallas person. And at first I didn't get it. And then my Winter Soldier ones really get sold to the Dallas team like all the time. And I'm like, it's not a Dallas Cowboy bag. It's Winter Soldier. It's Cap. And I would think because like you see like the straps, like it's like his suit. So my plan was is either all right. My plan was either to make another bowler bag and make it Wanda, um, or make a Trailblazer, but I just haven't figured out what I was gonna make it with. Like Trailblazers sell for me at Baltimore Comic Con. There's always somebody that's like really into it. They're like, yeah, this is a dope bag. Um, but I just don't know what. I don't know if I would do Doctor Who. Um, I don't know what yet. I have some sublimations for both, but I wanted to come I really wanted to come with like Cap, Wanda, Riri from Black Panther, like have a couple Betty Bowlers that are all Betty Bowlers, but just different heroes. Thank you, Christine. Yeah, definitely, I heard that, Julie. I do feel all I could do is I could thank God that I feel better. I'm honestly I don't feel like I felt like 3 days ago or even 2 days ago. 3 days ago, I was like, I'm gonna go to the hospital, to be at the hospital. So, yeah, I didn't have to, but there was moments that yeah, it was bad. Great point of this, like, me and Hope were, like, white on rice, like, we didn't leave each other until it was, like, bed. We try to watch TV together, but we try to watch things that were, like, less than 20 minutes because she had the same thing hurting too, her eyes hurt, so between having your eyes hurt and not being able to focus, I guess maybe is your body telling you you need to not look away. You need to look away from electronics because you're not well. So we watched episodes of The Good Place, which we couldn't stop laughing. Now here's the thing: we got over where we were coughing up just every 5 minutes, but then laughter triggers coughing. So it was a interesting experiment for one day, and then we realized that we're not going to do that so that we went back to the scary movie genres and we watched the worst scary movie ever. Like we thought it was going to be good, but it was absolutely horrible. But I enjoyed it because it's horrible. Don't ask. It's like a weird thing. Have you ever just like seen a movie and you know it's garbage, but you watch it and it's like hilarious to you? That was what we experienced. Yes. Okay. Yeah, see, Nicole's bags are really cool. I think that one of my favorite things about her patterns is that she does it's not a lot of steps. Like, honestly, if I didn't feel good today, I would just make one of her the mini totes. I make that all the time, edge paint it on the top, and they sell. People love how that size of that bag, and it takes like no effort to make. Like, it takes literally no effort to make. And is one of my favorite bags to put together because it's just simplistic and I can crank out 2 or 3 of them in 2 different colors and just I can, like, sit in the living room or go upstairs and sit on the chase in my room, and I can edge paint them and wait them dry in between while watching something, and they just come together really fast, and people really do, like her patterns. They purchase them a lot for me. I can't check the photos until I'm off because it will have me, like, pausing and freezing on here. I'm sorry. Yes, that back pattern is bad. I'm not gonna lie, it's a baddie. Um, it was funny. I loved being on this testing team because there's some people that I always daydream like, oh, I want to be a bag designer like them. When they come up with the same issues or same roadblocks that I do, it's like, okay, I'm not alone. Yep. It opens does it at 9:15. Yeah. Oh no. Hopefully they can get a replacement real soon. I'm sorry, Christine. Yeah, you need to name your truck. Yeah, the Trailblazer is one of my favorite bags to make. It always does sells really well for me. People are always enamored with it, but I want to kind of do some weird modifications to it. I modified it where it had a recessed zipper. I modified it where it had just a zipper top, like a bayonet. I've done it a couple different ways. I do prefer the recessed zipper though. Yeah, right here. You'll be like, this acting is so bad, but I can't look away. We were watching Slay. Okay, we were watching Slayer on Hulu, and we were like Slayers on Hulu, and it's a vampire movie. So we're like, yeah, getting into that Halloween thing. The presence is there's a group of people that their bloodline goes to the original vampires that are trying to, obtain them. They want them because their blood will help enrich in them and make them live even longer. But these people that they're trying to get, their bloodline are like famous TikTokers, gamers on Discord, or YouTubers, or all this stuff. And I mean, the action starts very early, but they have a voiceover from the main guy that's been like a slayer like for like 20 years. And it is so bad. It is so, so bad, but I could not look away. I had to finish it. And yeah, it was a horrible movie. It was garbage, hot garbage, but wildly entertaining. I don't know. Yeah, so that's basically what I'm gonna be doing today. Just one bag, something simplistic that I've sewn before, and then rest. Ooh. Oh my god. Totally freak out. Ellie's like one of my biggest like Die Hard. She is so hilarious. Like I don't know, if you don't know House, go to House, watch even her promos. Like you want to be on her team. Like she's so cool. She's like the cool kid in school, like the coolest person I've ever studied. She's the person that got me really into leather, and then that's how I stumbled upon Georgia Girl Stitch, and then how like that's kind of how I got into the Noodle House thing, where even if you have a domestic, there's a way to put leather into your bag without you actually having to sew, but make it that much more cooler. These are the people that you go to. Like I said, I group people into genres, and I kind of put Country Cow into that same genre as Noodlehead, Georgia Girl Stitch, Clume House. They somehow have a way to introduce leather to you without you're like, I can't sew this on a sewing machine. Like they give you different alternate ways, and it makes your bag look incredibly cool. Um, and I can tell you for certain when I do tallies, because I do, Arnetta could tell you I have a journal. Um, when I do tallies, these bags go fast because people like the fun of the fabric, but then the leather accents make it feel more rich and luxurious and all that jazz. And edge painting is super important, and I think that's a great class that Nicole's given you. I feel like I know people want me to teach this as class. If you guys seen my edge painting videos, then you've seen that I had it all over my hands. I get it in my hair. I've had edge paint go in my eyes. I don't know why I'm a messy edge painter. I really am a horrible messy edge painter, but it always turns out really, really good. So, with that being said, see what edge paint? I'm really good at color theory. Like I feel like I was supposed to be like a color hairstylist or something because I'm really good at mixing stuff to achieve the color I want. So this color comes from the color theory. This comes from the color theory box from Mojo Sews. So you get the 3 or 4 primary colors, and then I bought the black and white. From 3 or 4 primary colors and some black and white, I was able to come up with this light blue. You can do it. You don't need an array. You just need the primary colors in black and white, and you'll be surprised what you're able to make. So I am really proud. Let's just look at this. Oh, oh. That's bad. I don't have a voice, so that's that's me creating music for my thing. Yeah, I'm not gonna do edge painting today though, because I got it in my eyelashes yesterday and it wasn't fun. It took a really long time. I don't have like makeup remover, so I had to sit with like cold cream on my eyes for about 15 minutes to get it out of my eyelashes. Fun times. It wasn't fun. All right. Well, I'm gonna hop off because my voice is getting raspy, and I'm gonna do a small bag and then continue to rest. But I will see you tomorrow. So I hope everyone has a really good Saturday. You're able to get some sewing done. If you're not sewing, being with family and friends, and stay safe. And everyone have a good day. Okay. Bye.